Hello, everyone. I come to you today to talk about a very important topic depression. Should everyone be screened for depression? Depression is a common and serious medical illness that negatively affects how you feel. Depression is very real. A lot of people deal with depression and don't know how to deal with it. Depression is among us in the world today. Many people try and hide it and try to act like everything is okay, but deep down, they're really not okay because depression is a serious disease, a serious illness. I have dealt with depression after giving birth to my baby boy. So, speaking about depression is very touchy and it's something I can talk about because I have overcame it and I have experienced it firsthand. Depression can be brought about in so many different ways life events, abuse, and even death. Life events, abuse, mental, physical, emotional. Death could be your spouse, your grandchildren, your anyone that's really close to you. Depression is something that many people deal with, but try and cover up because fear of shame. Many don't know how to deal with depression, so they try to self heal instead of getting the proper help. It's many ways to get help, but it's something that's not publicly talked about. So many people try and hide it. Depression can come from life events. Things that has happened throughout life can cause depression and people don't realize it. For example, a divorce. A divorce is something that really can cause depression because if you've been with this person for so many years and now that they all of a sudden want a divorce, that can seriously cause emotional, physical, and mental damage that can have you slip into depression. Losing a job. But if you lose your finances, how could you pay for your bills? That's another thing added. You could easily slip into depression. Those are just a few things that can cause depression during life events. Let's talk about abuse. Abuse can cause depression and affect you in different ways mentally, emotionally, physically. Abuse can come from people and things when it comes to abuse. Mental abuse is probably the number one abuse type that most people deal with. Many people just try to hide it or try to cover it up instead of dealing with the problem. Then they end up hurting themselves, even taking their life, or maybe hurting someone else without intentionally doing it. Physical abuse is normally caused by your spouse or your significant other domestically. You don't want to be judged, or you usually hide it and end up causing depression because you don't want anyone talking about your significant other and how they do you. So then you slip into depression because you're ashamed of what people are going to say about you. Some people just cry, be angry, or mean to others. That's how some express depression emotionally. Abuse can make you take your life if you don't properly deal with it in a timely manner. That's when the emotions start running in. Because you start thinking, well, maybe if I end my life, the depression will stop because your emotions are taking over you. Please seek help immediately. Death can take a toll on you too, like no other. It is very powerful. And when it comes to depression, death can set you back in a major way. Although death is something we all must go through in life, some of us still have a hard time processing the fact. Some of us just not ready to let go nor say goodbye. So when that time do come, we're in denial and we face major depression and it's hard to come out of. Dealing with a loss of a family member is very hard, especially parents, grandparents, children, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Those are very hard to process. Like I said, and it makes us slip into depression where we need to seek help because there's something that you can't self heal from. Losing a spouse or significant other may even be a childhood friend, can be very hard to deal with and process also. That's why when anything death related, we should definitely seek medical help for depression. Depression can be caused by many things in life events, abuse, and death. Depression is caused by a lot of different things. I briefly talked about life events, abuse, and death related by depression. But depression is among us and can be caused by a many things in life. Those was just a few I stated. Just remember, depression is something we all go through, but always remember you are never alone.